Hi friends! Recently, I was in Five Below wandering through the art section when I spotted these design-a-vinyl craft kits. Something cute that I can decorate myself? I'm in! I don't actually know what a vinyl figure is, but it says you can customize these with markers, so they can't be that hard. They had a hanging sloth and a stack of hedgehogs, and I can never decide, so I just got both. I opened the hedgehog first, and it feels like a sort of hard-ish plastic. It's not super rigid, but it's also not super soft. It's got a little bit of give when I squeeze it, but it's mostly pretty firm. It kind of reminds me of a bath toy. Is this what they make Funko Pops out of? Don't people decorate Funko Pops? The kit also came with these 3 markers, a string, and this nice little cutout of a plant, because this is supposed to be a planter. When I opened the sloth, it also came with the same 3 markers, string, and plant cutout. I think I'm going to start with the sloth. It's smaller, so if the markers don't last through coloring the entire thing, then I know that they definitely wouldn't cover the 2 hedgehogs. Also, since both kits came with the same 3 markers, if I do run out on the sloth, I'll have some backups. The box has a nice little reference picture on it, and I actually like the color placement, so I'm going to follow it. I couldn't find anything on the box saying what these markers actually are, whether they're water-based or alcohol-based, but as I'm starting to color with them, they seem a lot like Sharpies. The colors are bright, but the coverage is starting to look pretty streaky. The markers could also use a much finer tip if they're meant to decorate figures like these with a lot of detail. It was really hard to get into the smaller spaces without getting color where you don't want it, and some spots I couldn't get into at all. I tried adding a second layer of marker to even it out, but it's still kind of streaky, and it darkened the color more than I would like. After he's all colored in, he came out pretty cute, but I think the picture on the box is unrealistic. I mean, it's obviously Photoshop, but I still think they should give you an accurate representation of what you should expect. I ended up with plenty of marker left, but I'm kind of already over these colors, and I want to try something different for the hedgehogs. So I'm going to switch to acrylic paint. The vinyl is smooth, but it's not shiny. It's almost got the texture of unpainted ceramic, so I'm hoping that the paint will stick to it, but just to give it a better shot, I'm going to put a layer of gesso on. The shape of this figure actually made it more difficult to paint evenly. I kept missing spots completely or getting big paint puddles stuck in other spots, so I had to go back and forth over this a lot. After the gesso, I'm starting with a nice fuchsia-y color on the body and a white face. When I was looking at these hedgehogs unpainted, the shape of the spines on these guys sort of reminded me of the pointy parts on some fruit skins. So this one on the bottom is going to be a dragon fruit. His body is going to be the skin of the fruit, so I'm adding some green details to the spines. His face and ears are going to be the inside of the fruit, so he's going to get some nice freckles for the seeds and black features. Now this guy on top is going to be, you guessed it, a pineapple. Even while I was painting him, I wasn't sure what I was going to do for his face, so I painted it yellow with his body, and then I ended up covering it in green later. I used a combination of brushes and paint pens for this. I decided to make his face the top of the pineapple, so the little spines around his face are the leaves. The paint stuck better than I thought, but it did start to scrape off on the tips of the spines where it was rubbing against the background, so I'm giving it a couple of coats of varnish to protect it. What do you think? The hedgehogs are really cute individually, but I'm not sure they actually go together. I like the even coverage of the paint, but it doesn't seem like it would actually hold up very well if I use this as a planter. Speaking of which, what kind of plant is going to fit in this tiny little well? Which one do you like better? I wonder if I can find vinyl figures in more designs. They would have a lot of possibilities for customization. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.